Hi guys, and welcome back. I thought we'll still be working with the resistance band, but varying the position, see if we can still do some work through the shoulders and through the arms. This time, instead of focusing on front and back, we're going to do top of the shoulder. So making sure that the band is a band light enough, or at least long enough that you can lengthen it to make sure that you're not straining the shoulder, making sure that there is no pain in the shoulder as you're doing the exercises. So we're going to start off from a seated position. I'm going to center the legs in front of me, the knees are bent, the feet are down, relaxed. They don't need to be flat, I'm not forcing them. I need to be able to sit reasonably upright. So think of sitting onto the very tip of the seat bones, not onto your tailbone. So the back is not rounding and slouching. If the back rounds, as soon as I start driving the arm up, the neck will take over the lift. I want to be able to work through the shoulder, not through the neck. So if that's the case, I'm going to use the block or pillow, anything under the hips to raise the hips up slightly, so I feel more comfortable here. I might want to change the position of the legs. It's not crucial to have them to the front. I can cross them, I can open them, I can straighten them. It doesn't matter. As far as the body is symmetric, so I'm not twisting the legs one way or the other. The legs are exactly in the same position. So once you're happy that the body is set, I'm going to sit with my right seat bone on top of the band. So I'm going to drop one end of the band under the right arm cheek. And then I'm going to really press down hard. So the band should stay in place. This is a little bit of a feedback as well. If I tend to roll back, then the seat bone might tend to slip off and I'll lose the band. So I'm going to sit directly on top of the band. And then I'm just going to test the resistance on the band. Holding the band whichever way around feels more comfortable for your wrist. I'd rather go that way as I can drive straight up without collapsing the wrist. So keeping a nice strong wrist joint, I'm going to take a deep breath in. And then as I breathe out, I'm going to start driving the right arm up. I should be able to extend the elbow and I should be able to keep the shoulder down. So the shoulder is not suddenly coming up to my head, the body is not leaning over to the left. I'm nice and upright. Then I'm going to control the arm back. Too hard or too easy. I'm going to try again. I'm going to extend and then control back. If you find that your range of movement is a little bit restricted, so the shoulder is not great, then instead of driving straight up, I'm going to drive slightly forward and then I'm going to come back. So I'm still doing some work through the top of the shoulder, but without creating pain into the shoulder joint. So connecting through the center, nice and tall over the sequence, I'm going to start driving my way up and then easing my way down. 2, controlling back, 3, 4, 5, making sure that the back stays straight as the arms come down, so I'm not collapsing everything. 7, 8, 9, 10, and easing back. Giving the shoulder a little bit of a roll. I'm going to stay on the same arm, but I'm going to change the direction of the movement slightly. I'm going to start adding a little bit of a spinal flexion, a little bit of a lateral flexion. So again, I'm going to keep the band in the same position, lengthening through, sitting up nice and tall, connecting the center. I'm going to drive the right arm up to the ceiling or to the front, and then I'm going to take a little flexion to the side. Then I'm going to ease my way back and then drop the arm down. So I'm going to extend and then I'm going to flex to the side. Coming back to the center and then easing down. As you're adding the flexion to the movement, make sure that it's a lateral flexion. So if your back was against the wall, your head and your shoulders should stay on the wall your body shouldn't be getting closer to the legs. So I'm not coming forward, I'm trying to stay lifted, I'm trying to stay up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release it back. We're giving the shoulder a little bit of a roll. I should be able to feel the top of that right shoulder quite well now. I'm going to repeat the same thing to the left. So I'm going to tag the band under the left seat bone, under the left bottom cheek, making sure that it's safely tacked in there, so there is no chance that it's going to snap, is going to come off. And then same as I did on the right side, I'm just going to try and find the right amount of tension that will work for my left shoulder. So you might find that the arms start getting a bit shaky, maybe the resistance is a little bit too much. So I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter and then see if I can still extend away. Allowing the arm to come slightly forward. If I feel that the movement is a little bit restricted, the shoulder feels a bit stiff, making sure that it doesn't feel as if the shoulder is coming up to the head, it doesn't feel as if the body is swinging side to side. So see if I can keep it centered, see if I can keep it strong. Belly connecting to help me maintain that nice upright position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and releasing back. We're giving the shoulder a little bit of a roll, and then to the shoulder flexion, I'm going to add the lateral flexion. So same as before, imagine your back to be against the wall. I want to go side to the wall, not away from the wall. So I'm going to lift myself up nice and high. I'm going to extend the arm. I'm going to flex it to the right this time. Ease my way back to center. Return the arm. Extending up. Flex into the side. Back to the center. And then return the arm. So I'm going to reach. Flex. Back. And return. 4. And back. 5, relax the neck, have as many rests as you need. Let the band go longer if you need to, making sure that you're not taking the strain or the tension where there is not meant to be tension. 4, 3, 2, last one, and releasing back, giving the shoulders a little bit of a roll. Again, I should be able to feel that top of that left shoulder quite well. I'm going to try and see if I can get both shoulders to work at the same time in connection to the obliques, so again in connection to the side of the belly. So I'm going to set the legs in a comfortable position, so you can keep them in front, you can cross them, again you can open them. I'm going to bring the band around to the front, again making sure that the back is nice and upright, so sitting on the block if you feel that makes it easier for the hip flexors to relax so they're not crumping up. I'm going to take the arms to about a shoulder width apart, raising them in front of you, and then just try a couple of pulls. So I should be able to open up the arms, the elbows should be soft, so I'm not locking the elbow. Locking the elbow is going to push my shoulder up. Then I'm going to come back and then ease down. Once that I feel that I've got the right amount of tension, I'm going to take the arms as high up as I can. So I'm going to take them to the top, making sure that the shoulders are not going up. If the shoulders are going up, try, if you want to play with it, notice what's happening to your thoracic spine. The thoracic tends to curl forward and the head tends to protract, it tends to come forward too. So as I lift, all the load will be coming into the neck. I don't want to strain the neck. Again, I want to try and work through the shoulder area, through the upper body. So I'm going to keep the shoulders down, raise the arms as high up as I feel comfortable. So I might only be able to lift them to here, I might be able to go all the way up here, whatever. I'm going to pull the band. If the arms are high enough, I should be able to get the band behind the shoulders. If the arms are not high enough, then the band will come down to the top of the chest. And then I'm going to control my way back. So I'm going to pull down and then control back, pull down and control back. As you keep the pull going, keep adjusting the resistance of the band as much as you need to, especially if you've got long hair with a ponytail. Taking the band behind the head can be a little bit of a pain because it will start getting tangled and pulling your hair. So bringing it to the front of the chest might be feeling a little bit easier. Making sure that the arms are working evenly so it doesn't feel as if one arm is working more than the other. Or if you feel that that's happening, really try to focus on keeping the tension as even as possible. Notice the wrist, making sure that the wrist is not collapsing, it's not twisting. I'm keeping a nice strong locked wrist. The back is still nice and upright. So I'm happy with the resistance. I feel that I've got a good tension there. I'm going to start adding a little flexion to the side. So the next one, I'm going to raise the arms. I'm going to flex it to the right. I'm going to pull. I'm going to come back. And then I'm going to ease my way back to center. Then I'm going to flex to the left. I'm going to pull. I'm going to come back. And then back to the center again. So one side, pull, come back, return, the other side, pull, come back, return. Pull, change inside. Three, change inside. Two, change inside. One more time each way. Flex, shoulders are still down, the neck is still relaxed, the band is still centered. Other side. Open, close, and release. Returning the arms down by the side, relaxing the shoulders, releasing the arms. And then I'm going to try one last time. I'm going to make sure that the band is long enough. If it's too short, you might want to use two bands, so you've got plenty of length to play with. I'm going to sit into the middle of the band, into the center of the band. So I'm going to sit myself there. And then same as I've been doing so far, keeping the back nice and straight. So changing the position of the legs, keeping the legs in the same position, staying on the block or staying on the raise if you need to. I'm going to grab a hold of the band with both hands and then this time, instead of reaching with one arm at a time, I'm going to reach with both. Same as you did for the single arm, making sure that you don't end up punching and poking the head forward with the neck stiffening. Think of a nice upright position, shoulders are down, the head is on top of the shoulders, the arms are reaching as high as I can, and then I'm just going to control them back. So I'm going to try a couple of pushes, trying to find the resistance that works for my right, works for my left side. 3, control it down. 4, the up movement is always the easiest, the coming back that is harder to control. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep holding on to the band, just easing the arms down, giving the shoulders a little bit of a roll. I'm going to work only down to the halfway point. So I'm not releasing the resistance completely. I'm only going to come down to a 90-degree angle, and then I'm going to push straight up again. So ready, setting the arms, connecting through the center, nice and tall. I'm going to push my way up. I'm going to come down halfway, and then I'm going to push up again. 2, 3, shoulders down. 4, 5, notice if one arm starts getting a bit shaky, see if I can control it. 6, let the band go a little bit longer if you need to. 7, neck relaxed. 8, 9, 10, and releasing back. Releasing the shoulders, relaxing the arms. Last little effort. I'm going to start off as slow, same as before. I'm coming down to that halfway and driving straight up again. Then I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to do it quicker. As I do it quicker, the tendency is to lose stability on the shoulder. So the arm will start kind of like wobbling all over the place. See if you can go just as fast as you can maintain stability through the shoulder. So ready to set, connecting through, sitting up nice and tall, driving your way up. I'm going to come down halfway, push up, come down halfway, push up. Last chance to adjust the resistance on the band, and then we're ready. I'm going to drive and drive and drive and drive. Find the speed that works for you. We've got another 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing down. Relaxing the shoulders, releasing through the arms. So it's a little bit more work through the upper body. It's a good session. As usual, if you want to maybe join in with one of the other sessions, there's lots of videos with different time length, with different exercises that you can play with and combine together. Same as usual. Any comment, any question, please feel free to get in touch. I'll try to reply. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. So till the next one, bye for now.